It's YouTube babies. So, um, I don't know. Oh, you want to see Bill Murray in September? Not the actor, but the band, because they're gonna be in St. Louis, your
Man,
backyard.
I've tried to get into him and I just do not fuck with it.
Ah, dude, damn shame. But still, I mean, you could just hang out with your best friend while he's into it.
Where are they playing?
I think it's the pageant.
Yeah, could probably do that. Any
Yeah,
idea who the openers are?
no, I mean, I should know, but I didn't. I kind of forgot to look it up. Like it's kind of neat. This other band that I really like that I know you don't like, but our mutual buddy Clint likes, Dance Gavin Dance is going to be there in June, and I'm like interested in that because the opener. I don't know if you remember me talking about this band in high school. It's a really fucking long time ago. Is Horse the band?
Oh, sure.
I'm just like, fuck yeah.
That's kind of an odd pairing.
I mean, they're both screaming a lot. They're both on my workout mix, so maybe they were just like on Spotify, like, huh, Casey's workout mix, lifting heavy. I guess we should pair. We do pair well together.
Let's see who the fuck is with him. Um, the home team and gang. I have no fucking clue who that
Oh,
is.
I was like half expecting like the home team,
No, that's okay.
because yeah, I'd say Bill Murray's like my third favorite band right now, so it's pretty exciting for me.
Oh man, what the hell? And they're, ooh, just kidding. I'm in.
Hell yeah! What?
Because those bands aren't with them when they're here, but Knuckle Puck is. And I
Oh,
fucking
nice.
love Knuckle Puck.
Fuck yeah, man.
So yeah, I'm in for that.
I'm disappointed it's not I Like Snaps, my current favorite band.
Dude, that would be fucking crazy if they
It would
open for
be.
those two.
Let's just tell Mike and Levi to go open up for him.
Yeah,
But guys, why don't you just open up for Bill Murray and Knuckle Punch? They're like,
just
oh shit, we didn't
fuck.
think of that.
I told you the name 2 minutes ago and you've already fucked it up.
What? Punk Knuckle? Come on.
Oh gosh.
So that was the first thing I was going to talk about. And then what do you want to talk about next? Me pooping at the gym or terrible wings?
Well, how about real quick, because we were talking a little bit last week about March Madness.
Yeah.
Uh, U of I is into the Final Four.
Yeah. That's the first time since the D Brown era.
My favorite era.
Yeah, the only era that I know about.
Yeah, I think it is the only era.
So it's so funny though, like since you and me lived it, we can both say like D Brown was the guy on that team. But since he didn't amount to jack shit in the NBA, the revisionist history is like, yeah, they were led by Darren Williams, which is like, yeah, Darren Williams saved their ass multiple times, and he was, he ended up being awesome in the NBA. But
He
it
played for
wasn't
the
very.
Nets.
He did. He started off on the Jazz,
Oh, okay.
then it went Nets, and then he kind of, I think he went and like he went all over after that. He was on the Cavs for a tea time and some other places too.
Yeah, I used to know all five starting five names, and now I couldn't tell you. They had a big old white guy at center.
Yeah, yeah.
Blanking
He
on
got.
his name.
I was trying to get his name. It's like Augustine, right?
Yeah, that does sound right.
And then Luther Head, I knew because I had his rookie card. He went
Yeah,
to
yep.
Houston, and then D Brown and Darren. But I think Luther Head might have been off the bench, maybe. Because
Was he?
I don't think he was a power forward. I thought he was a shooting guard.
Hmm.
My grandma was like she loved the U of I so much. Like that's she would watch like I think that year got her into it because she loved basketball. So then like from then on every when college basketball games are going on, she'd always watch the U of I and be like, "Did you watch this?" I'm like, "Grandma, I don't watch college ball." And she'd tell me all about them and stuff.
Okay, I pulled up the roster. So I don't know. It doesn't say starting or not, but another name I remember was, well, you were right, James Augustine.
Okay.
Roger Powell. I remember
Oh,
that name.
it sounds familiar.
Um, Man, Brian Randall sounds familiar, but I could just be just reading it in front of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a very solid team.
Yeah. I'm surprised more of them didn't amount to more in the NBA.
Yeah, I know.
Did you see the Duke fuck up? Speaking of NCAA.
No, I didn't.
So not like the Boozer twin that's going to be later, drafted later than the one that's going to be like one either 1 through 3. He had the ball, and they were all he had to do was hold on to the ball. He'd get foul and he'd go to the line. He tried to throw the ball over the defender. The defender caught it, fucking hit a three, won them the game.
Damn.
Yeah, it was wild. Like I just saw that clip online. I'm like, holy shit, that's amazing. Kind of makes me wish I was watching those fucking games. But, whatever.
I bet he's gonna get a lot of hate for that.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I mean, I think it's kind of weird sometimes because you watch some of those guys play and it's like, yeah, they're clearly not professional. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? It's just some of the guys that are going to get early drafted. It's like, oh, these guys are clearly in another league compared to everyone else they're playing with.
Yeah. But then,
So,
like, I mean, because some of those guys that are getting, only there for a year and they're fucking gonna get drafted. It's like there's some of them that are just athletic freaks or whatever, and like everything else catches up. And then there's some guys that are there for 4 years and like they kind of hone everything in, like fucking that douchebag that got drafted by Milwaukee Bucks and they traded him to the Suns when they did he's a white dude was Duke. Always Grayson Allen always kind of hurts people.
oh yeah,
Like he
yeah.
plays he plays a little dirty, but it's like yeah, he's got stuff that he learned a lot at Duke, and it's like it paid off. But man, I kind of want to like there's times where it's like he's really punchable.
Oh, absolutely. I I was glad when he left because I just don't want a dirty player on my team.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, what do you want to talk about? Me pooping at the gym because I always text you about it
Sure.
anyway, or the wings.
Well, let's end on a high with the wings.
I mean, the it's not a high note with the wings,
It's
but
a higher note, I promise.
so the other day I was at the gym and my tummy started rumbling while I was deadlifting. I'm like, I don't trust a deadlift having this shit. So I went to the toilet and I go in there and I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm like I'm like, I'm in public place. I don't want to just be going all like, go fucking ham on the toilet. This other guy pops into the stall like one stall over, and I could just hear him. He's fucking going hard on that thing. Like just all types of noises. And like I don't know if you've ever heard of like people being mogged in the gym where like someone bigger than them is like just like making them look weak. It's like that's basically he mogged me on the toilet.
He got toilet mogged.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck.
He was shit maxing.
Yeah.
Oh
So guys, let me know down
God.
below. Whatever happened to you? Were you the shit mogger? And then the other thing, so there's this place. I'm gonna pull up its name because I'm gonna fucking call them out because they fucking suck. This place, me and my brother have talked about a couple different times, like him coming over to Decatur for wings. They're a fucking barbecue place. I think it's Bobby Lane's is the name of it. Don't go there if you're ever in Decatur, Illinois. I don't know why you'd be here, but yeah, Bobby Lane's barbecue. Don't go there. So when I early on when I first moved here, the first time Bree was over, I was like, hey, let's try this place. We went, she wanted the chicken dinner, and normally a chicken dinner at a barbecue place is like half a chicken. I got a barbecue pony shoe, which it's like, yeah, you can't go wrong with that. It was really good. Her chicken dinner, though, was like slices of chicken, and that was it. I'm like, that's not really much of a dinner. But I was
No.
like whatever. Mine was good. I didn't really, think much of it. The next time me and Luke went over there, and I was like, I mean, I want to try it again. I got ribs. They fucking left the fucking membrane on the back on the ribs, the inedible part.
Ew.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's fucking gross. Whatever. And so I hadn't been back, but they have like 50-cent wing Wednesday, and I'm like, that's a pretty good deal. And so I've told Nick about it. We've talked about, him. I'm like, but if it fucking sucks, I don't want him driving all the way from Peoria to Decatur for fucking 50-cent wings and him being like, I overpaid for this.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'll get some and I'll try it. And I'm not gonna lie, I overpaid for them. So like, because they talk it up. They're like, we smoke them and then we flash fry them really quick. So it's, super tender from the smoking, but then crispy on the outside. And it's like shoe leather. And so like it's so fucking gross. Like it was like and like all the sauces kind of taste the same. And then I also was like I wanted a dry rub on one of them too. So I got dry rub on one. And that was just like fucking caked on seasonings. Like it wasn't like a dry rub or like dry rubs, this is like just caked on seasonings. You bite into it, you're getting a mouth just like your teeth are just covered in seasoning. It's like that's
You'd
not how
rather
you
had
do.
a dry rub.
Yeah, exactly. From you though. But then like also what pissed me off is like I drove there and I didn't pay. I was like, I'll pay in cash when I get there. Okay. And I get there, I'm like, hey, order for Casey. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah. And it took forever. By the way, the wings were cold when I got home, which it's like they took this long. Shouldn't be fucking cold and also shouldn't be leather, but whatever. I I'm waiting around. That waitress goes to the back to like, ah, wings for Casey. And then not, then she comes back out, doesn't say a fucking word to me then. And then just starts dealing with other people, and I'm there waiting, baiting, waiting. And then the other waitress comes in, sees me, goes back, comes back, she's like, you Casey? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay. She told me how much. I gave her cash, $1 over, but there was change. Like, I'm not gonna fucking tip for not eating in there. She just kept the change, the 48 cents or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna freak out over 48 cents, but at the same time, like, makes me not want to ever come back.
Yeah.
Before I even
You
ate the
can't
shitty wings.
assume.
Yeah.
So five
Like,
stars on Google.
oh, absolutely. Well, no, it's 4 stars because I don't want him to get a little too cocky.
Yeah, there's room for improvement.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, sorry you had that experience, dude.
Yeah, there's another chicken place that me and Nick have talked about going that I'm gonna try this weekend. So hopefully that one doesn't fucking suck.
Can't be much worse, right?
Exactly. Because like the other place, they'll do like brunch every once in a while, and it's like a black-owned business, and their brunch is always chicken and waffles. And me and Nick are like just a couple of the biggest chicken and waffle sluts you ever met. So yeah,
I
when I
know that
showed him the
about you.
pictures, huh?
I know that about you.
Yeah. So when I showed Nick the chicken and waffles, he's like, "Holy crap, I need to go to this. Like, let me know what it is." I'm like, been like watching his page like a hawk. Like, when's the next brunch, buddy?
All right. Shall we?
Yeah,
Okay.
we shall.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Two Worlds Podcast. I'm Jake, and with me, as always, is the Superman to my Spider-Man. It's Casey. What's up, buddy?
Nothing much, man. What's up with you?
Nothing. Just had dinner, and now we're gonna talk comics.
Oh, what'd you eat?
I grilled some burgers.
Oh, look at you, fancy pants.
Yeah, I've grilled 3 days in a row now.
Nice. I grilled a lot this weekend because I meal prepped. So I did a bunch of pulled chicken, and then yesterday, a friend of mine was telling me how she eats her burger. Like she told me that a while back, so I got all the stuff to make how she did it, how she does it for myself. And it's odd, but it was tasty.
Odd.
So pancakes are the buns. Put a little bit of syrup on the pancakes, bacon on there, and then you have the burgers, smash burger style, and then peanut butter on those. It was a weird taste sensation. I'll say that, but you
I
know,
think you're underselling it with the word odd.
I
That
mean,
sounds fucking disgusting.
it wasn't disgusting at all. I'll say that. It was good, but it's also like not good enough that I'd ever want to do all of that extra work again of making pancakes and all that when I'm like, I can just have a bacon cheeseburger.
Or all the breakfast stuff. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't, they're just the mix doesn't sound appealing, but I'm
Yeah.
glad you liked it.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm glad you ate it.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. Like I said, if it wasn't like I didn't have to make pancakes and all that other stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'd do it again, but I really don't want to do that, then have to clean up.
hmm I'm sure the kitchen was a mess.
I mean, it always is.
All right, we do have a YouTube comment, multiple comments from Nick. Um, he said first we need an incredibly compelling character named Hawk Tua, the invincible Hawk Tua. Hawk Girl. Who is that? Hawk Man. I don't even know that guy. The invincible Hawk Tua to Hawk Man. Why do you not look at me, brother? Get this guy over at DC ASAP. And then he said, let's do the Scroobs cast.
Dude, Scrooge's cast would go so fucking hard.
But does he just mean Scrubs?
Yes.
Okay. It's like, oh God, is Scroobs something else? All right.
Scrooge's McDuck.
Yeah, that's his nickname. And then for the Fantastic Four, he said Godzilla versus Gigan. I love that dumpy shit. What were we talking about?
Just the different Godzilla movies or kaiju movies to watch,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
which I need to talk about that too because I forgot one that after talking for 10 minutes straight, I forgot one. So,
hmm He said, Big Man Japan, make sure you stay until the end. Kong Skull Island was solid. And I don't know if it counts, but anytime you learn more about the people who made the original King Kong is always interesting to me. And the rest of my picks, Casey already said.
and
So
then
there you go.
I just want to add, first off, Big Man Japan, it is a ton of fun. It's a wild fucking movie though. But which I think I've talked about it on here before. Or maybe I just talked about it to you before the
Maybe.
cameras were rolling. But the other movie that I should have mentioned, I don't think I did, was Frankenstein Conquers the World, and then War of the Gargantuans, because War of the Gargantuans is kind of like as a sort of sequel. Frankenstein Conquers the World, though, it's fucking bonkers. Basically, the Nazis were about to lose the war, and they're like, "Hey, we found Frankenstein's monster's heart, but we're about to lose the war, so we'll just send it to our Japanese allies so they can use it." And so then they have it, they're studying it, then they get the fucking nuke dropped on them. So then they don't really know anything about the heart, but then like, oh, there's this little feral kid running around Japan, a little like a couple years later. It's like, oh, it's the fucking monster's heart, and he's healed up and became this, and then something's just randomly like on this other part of the movie, like something's just killing stuff, like ravaging towns. Like we think it's that feral kid. Turns out that's Baragon. Baragon's just wrecking towns, and then like of course, they end up meeting and fighting and all that stuff. It's a wild movie. It is a trip of a movie. It's got the actress that plays Miss Mommy and I know that's not how you say her name, but that's, I have what I have to call her because she's mommy. She's in it, and yeah, it's a really good one. And then War of the
All right.
Gargantuans is really good too. It's the sort of sequel, but not really because they kind of do flashbacks to that, but they have different lead male actor. Because like the other one has Nick Adams in it, who's awesome, and then they get this guy, I think it's Russ Tamblyn, who kind of fucking sucks. And he also like when he was dubbing his lines later on, he forgot the actual what the dialogue was supposed to be, so he's just kind of guessing as he's dubbing, like from what he remembers and shit.
That's professional.
Yeah, the dude sucks. So he was like one of the producers, so it's like that's why he was the lead. But that's the movie that like Quentin Tarantino and both like Brad Pitt were both like, yeah, we grew up watching that because it was like a creature feature movie.
Oh, okay.
But it's a good time.
All right. On to the news. Stacked news week.
Hmm.
And by that we mean we have a couple of things. I thought we'd started off with the national bestsellers list for last week. Any guesses at number one?
I don't remember what came out last week, so no.
Okay.
I mean, would it be the Batman Superman? Would that count? Like you mean like the stuff that we read this week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Spider-Man and Batman. That's what I meant when I said Batman
Spider-Man,
Superman.
Superman.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it was. So at 10, we got Fantastic Four, then Justice League Unlimited, Punisher, Iron Man, Superman, Ultimate Endgame, Amazing Spider-Man, then Absolute Manhunter, Absolute Wonder Woman, Superman, Spider-Man.
Noise.
So pretty pretty split. Actually, it might be exactly split. Yeah, it is for Marvel and DC.
It I'm not into this universe really, but I just think it's still pretty cool that the absolute stuff is just staying selling well.
Yeah, at least at comic headquarters, a lot of people that did not read comics before started there and they really like it, so they're sticking with it.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. And I've noticed a lot of people that were just buying Absolute Batman are now starting to buy regular Batman too. So,
Oh, dude, that's rad.
yeah, hopefully that continues.
So if I can find this really quick, I just remembered something that was pretty funny. This is the I don't know what year, how many years ago it was, but anniversary of Rob Liefeld and Scott Snyder getting into a fight on Twitter. And I saw like Bleeding Cool, I think, reposted it, but I'm like, I need to see if I
Is
can
that when
find that.
Rob was like, well, Batman's always going to sell because it's Batman?
Yeah, basically. And it's like he's not wrong, but he's being kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
Here we go. He's like, oh no, that's not the full thing. I need the full one because it's so funny. Because like the way that Scott kind of like lays into him with some of the different stuff. I'm like, Scott, you're so nice. Why are you doing this? Why are you getting on his level?
Well, I don't know. I'm all for Rob being brought down a peg every now and
Yeah.
then.
It's like, okay, it's he started off going, it's not you, it has never been. It's Batman. Scott Snyder, I can assure you, Batman doesn't sell the way it does because it's Batman. It sells that way because of me and Greg. He goes, get over yourself, you pretentious prick at Scott Snyder. And he's like, been berated in DMs by Scott Snyder this morning. Excuse me if I don't marvel at your amazing abilities to write Batman. Piss off. I like to think that if you're going to wave your ego around on Batman, you'd remember all that came before you. Holy crap. Average Batman book sells 80K. Enough said, Scott. Nice. Your Twitter feeds all the best things you've written all year. He's like, Rob, of course, because it's not edited. Scott, Ah, I'll give you credit, Rob. Batman might sell in spite of me and Greg Capullo, as you say, but Deathstroke and Hawkman failed because of you. Credit where it's due, brother, and that's all I'll say on that. Ah, comics, Rob. My sales went up on those books, Scott Snyder. Sorry, bud. LOL, Scott. LOL. And you can put that in your pouch and keep it for later. Rob, one word, haunt. Two words, Swamp Thing. Not all creations are equal. Batman is the number one selling character in the history of the biz. Period. End of story. Will endure beyond creator careers. It's like, I mean, he's not wrong, but at the same time, he's being a douche.
Yeah, you don't kind of start by calling the other guy a prick.
Yeah, it's like,
That's when Scott is then allowed to say whatever the hell he wants.
yeah, and at the same time, like, I don't love Scott Snyder. Oh, I don't like, I'm not like the like, oh, end all be all, but he's in the conversation for Mount Rushmore of Batman.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, you can say he's not on the mountain, but he's in the he's in the convo for sure. Where Rob Liefeld's not.
for anything.
I mean, he'd be on that for that one book he made for with Image.
Which book?
The one that's like that
Well, like
super 90s.
Youngblood?
Yes, he's on the Youngblood Mount Rushmore for sure.
Sure.
So we got some Jake's. I got Jake centric news on my thing. Which you want to talk about first, the Mario movie, or and do you want to hear about the spoiler? Which I was like, oh, this is
I
a
already know about
spoiler.
it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, and I was like, gosh, I'm not gonna write in what it says. And then like after when I first saw that, then like the next day it was like all over everything. I'm like, oh, okay, well,
They made a fucking poster for it.
yeah. So Mario movie, we're getting old Fox McCloud, voiced by that one white dude that's in a lot of stuff.
Glenn Powell.
Yeah, how do you feel about that, buddy?
I mean, I don't think he's gonna be in it that much. I think Glenn Powell's probably fine for the voice. Um, but I've not really watched a movie he's been in, and I don't know that he's done any voice work.
Yeah,
My question is, why not just get Fox's voice actor?
because that would make sense. They should have done that with all of the like. Why have Donald Glover be Yoshi?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
That I mean, he's just not gonna say only Yoshi then,
let's hope. I mean, it'd be
right?
hilarious if he did,
Yeah,
but he
I don't
did it
know.
as Childish Gambino.
I just think it's weird that the only movie to do that for one single character is Tails.
Yeah,
And I'm glad for that, but why is that the only character across all these movies?
I mean, I think it's just because they want to be able to put celebrities' names on the poster and be like, hey, you know who Chris Pratt is, you know who Glenn Powell is, you know Jack Black.
Yeah, but like, who's teetering on the fence and they're like, wait a second, Glenn Powell is voicing two lines for Star Fox, and now I'm going.
Dude, me, 100%. I was like, I'm not gonna see this fucking movie. Oh, Glenn Powell as a fox? Is he
I
gonna do a
saw,
barrel roll?
you know, that line's gonna be said. Two rumors followed that. One, this is leading to a Smash Brothers movie.
Only gonna make sense.
Agreed. Two, that Fox will have a new game drop this summer.
I heard that's actually a thing.
Yeah. It's kind of strange that Nintendo hasn't said anything yet because they very much like to let you know well in advance or something like that.
Yeah.
So it would be kind of strange if, at their next quarter thing, they're like, hey, brand new game and it's out in 2 weeks. But we'll see.
Now,
Hope it's true though.
one thing that I think with the Smash Brothers that makes it that's weird is that they're doing the live action Legend of Zelda
Hmm.
because you have to have Link in Smash Bros. but it's live action. Maybe it's gonna be like Who Framed Roger Rabbit style.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And like, are they just doing the original, like, first game cast? Because otherwise, Zelda's got to be in it too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like I think you have to have Link for sure. It's like since Zelda came later, it's like, you don't have to have her, but for sure, Link.
I think for sure everybody that was in that first game. I mean, there's only like
Yeah,
12.
yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah,
Send
and
me your
Ness.
nudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. Trying to remember. It was those two, Luigi, and I forget who the fourth unlockable was. Jigglypuff?
Yeah, Jigglypuff was the because if you beat it on easy, you get Jigglypuff.
Yeah. So great game.
Yeah.
All right. So in April, Marvel is launching a Jubilee miniseries where she's going to meet her long lost mutant cousin, which is going to spark a journey of family and identity. It's written by Jean Lewin Yang with art by Michael YG. Um, so yeah, it's like it's probably going to be real good. I just don't know if I'm on board for Jubilee and her cousin with
Yeah.
everything else that I'm reading.
100%. It's like, oh,
But
Gene
the
Yang.
team is there for sure.
Yeah. But it's just like, don't really care about Jubilee. And then I don't really care about, surprise family members.
Yeah, well, I think it's mostly for their Marvel Voices line. So it's for Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month,
I gotcha.
um, which I do give Marvel props for putting out multiple voices books a year. Most of the time they're one shots, but something like that. I don't know what the sales are like there. Obviously, that's going to do better in certain areas over others, but it's just cool to see that they continually do that.
Yeah. All right, man. See how you feel about this. We're getting a new Lord of the Rings movie by Stephen Colbert, talk show host Stephen Colbert.
Dude, that guy is a freak, though,
He
about that
is.
fandom.
I'm gonna read you. So Variety had the post that had the synopsis. So I'll read this because he's co-writing it. It's gonna be Lord of the Rings: Shadow of the Past. That's the working title. It's gonna go into production after the Hunt for Gollum. The synopsis: 14 years after the passing of Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin set out to retrace the final steps of their adventure. Meanwhile, Sam's daughter Eleanor has discovered a long-buried secret and is determined to uncover why the War of the Ring was very nearly lost before it even began. He's co-writing the script with his son Peter McGee and franchise veteran Philippa Boyens. What I don't get, and I'm not, I'm not like, I'm not you, I'm not the super Lord of the Rings fan, but there's a lot of Lord of the Rings that they could just have stuff that they could have just taken. And instead they're like, oh, let's do an original.
Yeah, I don't know that that sounds terribly exciting.
Yeah. But hey guys, let us know down below. And hey, Stephen Colbert, if you're listening, let us know why you think this is a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of draw is going to be seeing the other three hobbits again on
Hmm.
screen. And like obviously that's exciting to me, but I don't know.
I've got
You're
a
you're gonna find out a secret about how they almost lost the war. The whole
yeah,
the whole time was them losing the war.
right. And I got a dumb question for you because this is like how I misunderstood part of like from reading shit online about Lord of the Rings. Didn't Frodo and Gandalf get in the boat at the end to basically go to like heaven?
Hmm.
So why would it be after his passing?
Well, it could just be his passing to the Undying Lands. He,
I mean, but would so like would it just take place like I mean, because it's saying like oh after his passing, it's like the movie ended with him going to this place.
yeah, so they're saying it takes place 17 years after that moment.
I guess, but it's just weird because the way the synopsis makes it sounds like oh yeah we're at Frodo's funeral, but Frodo technically his body wouldn't die because he went to that other place, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's just a poor choice of words,
Okay,
but I guess if this actually ever gets made, we'll find out.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. He's so knowledgeable with the lore and the Silmarillion and stuff. I thought for sure he would have picked some moment out of the Silmarillion to explore further.
yeah,
Who knows? Maybe it'll be killer.
maybe it'll be fucking dog shit too. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be. All right, and then my last bit of news, I guess DC wanted Matthew Rosenberg to do Absolute Green Arrow, and he turned them down so that he could do those two Spawn books over at Image.
Oh, okay.
So do with that info what you will. It's just we were low on news points, and I thought I'd
Yeah,
mention it.
yeah. I mean, it's like, man, I wish they could have had offered Rosenberg something better than a fucking Green Arrow book.
Okay, but you're forgetting the key word in front of Green Arrow, which is gonna sell well.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying, like, as a fan of Rosenberg's, I'm not gonna read Spawn, I'm not gonna read Green Arrow.
Well, I'm reading it regardless, but it would have been nice to have him on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, isn't the current one porn sack?
Yeah, I mean it's still
So, I
gonna
mean,
be good.
yeah, it's gonna be awesome no matter. But I'm still like, I pay for Green Arrow.
I'm just saying I'm excited for Pornsick, and I would have been equally as excited for Rosenberg.
I got you.
And that's it.
Let us know down below, guys. You excited for Absolute Green Arrow? Or are you absolutely not? Jake, did you hear it?
What'd you read this week, man?
Oh man, so I read The Amazing Spider-Man issue 5, Infinity War issue 2, The Flash issue 31, Iron Man issue 3. I Hate Fairyland issue 49, Green Lantern issue 33, Justice League Unlimited issue 17, which the sex criminals cover that Jake gave
I
me.
I thought you would like that. I
I
got one
love
for me
that.
too.
I think we need to take a picture like this for the podcast.
Absolutely.
I was thinking that as after I saw that. I'm like, that's too funny. The Deadly Hands of Kunlun, issue 2.
Oh, I forgot that one.
Oh, fucking ruin the podcast, bud. Let us know down below how bad Jake just ruined this podcast.
Hmm.
Superman issue 36. Death Fight Forever, issue 2 of 5. Minor Arcana, issue 15. And Superman Spider-Man, issue
Dude, I
1.
forgot Minor Arc.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Oh, that's so bad. What am I doing with my life?
I mean, it's like, it's one thing when I forget shit because I don't own a fucking comic book shop.
I know, and I actually really like that title.
I know.
Oh well.
I forgot Venom to have you pull that for me for this week. So, we're both forgetful friends.
You gotta remind me. You sent me your list, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Well, you better text me again because my Marvel stuff isn't coming until tomorrow anyways.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll text you now.
Yeah. All right, I read Thundercats, Absolute Wonder Woman, Justice League Unlimited, Superman, Death Fight Forever, Brutal Dark, and Superman, Spider-Man.
I think I read more than you, but I wasn't paying attention because I was sending you that text.
Did you not do Brutal Dark?
No, I didn't. I forgot.
It's a book it's a Casey book.
I know. I'm a fuck up, okay?
Yeah,
But I think I have more than you. I'm assuming.
sure.
All right. So, Amazing Spider-Man, issue 5, or issue 25, Death Spiral, part 5 of 9. This is by Joe Kelly with Ed McGuinness on the art. And I've said this once, I'll say it again. Ed McGuinness draws just the most perfect comic book art. It's like you can say like there's other artists that are better than him, but oh Lord, that's fucking terrible. Look at this. This is not Ed McGuinness. Like that Superman is
Hmm.
rough.
He's a big boy.
It's his fucking forehead. Like
It's not great.
it's not good. But Ed McGuinness is like I mean, I was trying to find like a really good just because like it takes away because like everyone's in like suits throughout, so like you don't get all the fun that you'd normally get. But trying to see if we can get like just a good picture like this stuff. It's just good comic book art.
Hmm.
you know so I do appreciate that. The story itself's pretty solid. We get more stuff with old Spiral and Carnage being like, I love Carnage symbiote, not Eddie Brock Carnage, but the symbiote part's like, I really want to bond with you, Spiral. And then Venom's not having it and all that stuff. And then we're seeing a little bit of stuff with Norman and Miles, which is kind of interesting. And then we get a little bit of Flash Thompson doing some Flash Thompson things. So, yeah, apparently fucking Paul's gonna get killed next issue. That's what the spoilers have said. So it's like the little bit I've seen of him, I don't really give a shit. So I'm kind of, like I think everyone online is pretty excited about it. So, but yeah, it's solid. I'm gonna go 7.5. I remember I liked it.
Alrighty.
You fucking sound like Matthew McConaughey.
I don't, but thank you.
You did. You're like, all right, all right, all right.
Thundercats 25 by Declan Shalvey and Drew Moss. We have a little inter-team fight happen because tensions are high, and uh, and then we get a little bit of a taste of the Thundercats Silverhawks crossover. So, all in all, pretty good. Looking forward to that crossover. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Nice. I know I've asked you this before, but I'm just gonna ask you every time we talk about it. You gonna watch some Silverhawks to get yourself mentally prepared?
Nope.
Well, fine.
Well, I mean, when? With
Right
what
now,
means?
internet.
Nah.
So really quick, I should have talked about this on the YouTube. I forgot about it. I just remembered something really fucking gross but funny I saw online. Have you seen those videos where people will be like, I'm gonna have um the rejection happen before it even happens. And so like they'll go up to like somebody they think is attractive, like, hey, would you want to get a drink sometime? And they'll talk for them, like, no, I'm not gonna get a drink with you. I think you're gonna, like that type of shit. This girl goes up to like a group of guys at this con and she starts doing that. And she's like, no, no, we're actually gay lovers together. And Molly, like does this whole thing. And then she's like, I go, she goes like the third guy in line. And he's like, and I only, so he's like, I only date girls with black painted toenails. And she's like, it's like, well, good, because that's what I have. She takes her shoes off and shows him. The guy just like pulls out his phone. He doesn't say a fucking word. Just pulls out his phone, takes it, and his friend's like, dude.
That is fantastic. Oh, I mean, she kind of had that one
Yeah,
coming.
and she was like, oh, and she like walked away. It's like, dude, you just got out fucking weirded out. Like that was perfect.
Yeah, perfect timing.
All right, so Godzilla Infinity War issue 2 by Gary Duggan with Javier Garin and Ig Gara on the art. it's pretty good. We get little cute, little cute King Ghidorah right here, just taking a little nappy poo.
Aw, he's tired.
He's a little sleepy boy. And then he's like, Godzilla's about? I'm gonna fucking fight him. But Godzilla's got, symbiote on him. King Ghidorah doesn't really stand much of a fucking shot. And he gets all fucking killed. Look at this.
Oh my gosh, that's brutal. And then Godzilla hits him with the Screonk.
Yeah. And then Galactus shows up and Galactus is like, I'm gonna fight you, you little fucking lizard, and he eats him. And then he starts getting really bad indigestion, and then bing.
Hell yeah.
This book's fucking dumb. It's great. So yeah, then the Fantastic Four who are there, with Galactus, like, fuck, let's get out of here. So it's like you just let Galactus die, and then that like technically Galactus isn't dead yet. He's not doing good, but he's like, Silver Surfer, I have a hole in my chest, come out. The Silver Surfer's like in the Ghidorah's nebula, and he's like, oh, where's that big old golden boy? And then he then is going there. And then it cuts to Asgard, and Odin is like, got the Avengers here to help me, and some X-Men, and all Hela and all her people. Which it's like I was hoping when Hela showed up with like a bunch of dead people, we'd get like Thunderstrike in there too. But at the same time, like, well, he's technically. I don't think Hela could bring him back technically because he's in Valhalla, or no, he's just in heaven because they wanted him to go to Valhalla, and he's like, no, I'm not one of you guys. I'm a
About that
Christian.
nerd shit.
He's like, I'm not one of you Norse fuckers. I'm a Christian. Let me go to heaven. So yeah, they're gonna be ready to wage war against old Godzilla in the next one, Asgard, and Noel's gonna be there, and it's gonna be dumb. It's gonna be fun. A lot of people are gonna die probably. Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm gonna go 8. It's like I said, it's what you expect.
Yeah. The Peril of the Brutal Dark, #2 by Chris Condon and Jacob Phillips. I won't spoil anything because I know Casey's gonna read it and he's gonna like it,
Jake,
but
where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
what?
The screen kind of made you disappear completely.
But yeah, it's really good
Where'd you
stuff.
go? You're gonna go. Oh, there you are.
I'm gonna give it another 8.
Okay, I need to send you that text too, because that's one of those books where it's like I really liked it, but I don't fucking remember names.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
All right, but speaking of a name I can remember, The Flash, issue 31, and
Oh,
this is
with
this.
the quick guy,
Yeah, like
the
quick read.
streak.
So this is written by Ryan North with Gavin Goodry on the art. Um, Wally West is dressed like Jake.
Yeah, he is.
And so like he it's one of those things. I'm just gonna say this, and it's something I like. I like Linda and Wally's relationship. So Linda's like, hey, it's dinner time. And like this also isn't like how I remember Wally, but they're making Wally kind of be more of a goofball. And like, because this is not like Jeff Johns' as Wally, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But like, Linda was like telling him, did you remember to get the um oh what was it? Not the roast, but one thing out of the casserole out of the freezer. And he's like, yes, he did not. But he goes, gets the casserole, and then runs with it super fast to just use that the heat of that to warm it up. But the bottom of it's completely burnt and the top of it's frozen still. And so then, she's like giving him like the like disappointed look, just kind of like you fucking idiot type of look. But then he's like, I can fix it. He's like, rotate it as you run, honey. And so then he comes back, and the Irie's like, which Speed Force power turns homemade turkey casserole into store-bought lasagna? And then Linda goes, let your father have this, kid. He needs a win.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so then we he there's a tornado going on and um Tar Pit, I think that's his name. He had yeah, Tar Pit, he has a he got the weather wizard's wand and on accident like it's making a storm so Wally has to stop it and like people are throwing them off he finds this person throwing themselves off of a fucking building and he saves them and then it turns out like people just keep trying to let themselves get killed and Flash saving them and then every time if they get a picture of it they get $10,000 for it, and that's kind of like the start of this arc, and it's good. It's a good time to get on. It's funny. Like I said, it was enjoyable. I enjoyed reading this. It's nice reading Flash again. I'm gonna go 9 out of 10.
Nice. Who'd you say was writing it?
Ryan North.
Oh, the Fantastic Four guy.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I think it's funny. Like
Mm.
he's a silly boy.
So I wonder if this is his first DC work.
Probably. I mean, I can't recall anything he's worked on.
Yeah, cool.
It's a good time
Okay,
to get on. Oh, you're back. It's a good time to get on, buddy.
I'll keep that in mind. Absolute Wonder Woman 18 by Kelly Thompson and Hayden Sherman on the art. I like this one a lot as Zatanna shows back up again and helps Wonder Woman against. Remember last issue me telling you about the person that's on fire and I wasn't sure who it was going to be? It's Zatara, turns
Mm.
out. So Zatanna helps Wonder Woman with her curse and basically gives her like some hints and then Wonder Woman's like, we're gonna save your dad because of course she did. So she pulls out her magic lasso, which it has a special name that I'm blanking on right now. The Troika, that's what it is. So she's got a magic like blue flaming lasso that looks pretty sick, and it ends with her staring down Giovanni. So we'll see what happens. It's really fucking good though. It's probably a 9 or 9.5 for me.
Noise. Pick of the
Maybe
week.
pick of the week.
Hmm.
Maybe there was another one that I like just as much, I think.
Right on.
And then
Iron
I'm
Man.
just down to our Muchis. So
Oh, okay. Iron Man issue 3. This is by Josh Williamson with Carnero on the art. Um, yeah, it's good. We get some stuff with the AIM stuff going on. We see they cuts to Iron Man with MODOK fighting the AIM guys, and he kind of explains what's going on. We get an introduction to this new character. Tony goes on a date, then he has to leave the date because he's kind of realizing where Madame Mask probably is, and then he gets kidnapped, and that's how it ends. It's good. This is probably it's I don't know if it's the best issue yet, but it's still better than the first issue. Still not sure if it's worth $5, but it's good. I'll give it a 8 out of 10.
it's so lame, the prices on some of these.
Yeah. I Hate Fairyland issue 49. So Gert becomes a fairy godmother in this issue for, the whole of the issue, and then she does such a bad job. She's such a jerk that the fairy godmother, because basically this girl's she used to have friends, and then like the friends that she had were kind of like too cool and like, came from better families, so they didn't like her anymore because they got older in high school, that type of shit. So they're being mean. Gert didn't like that, so Gert shows up as the fairy godmother, and she's like, "Hey, you want to get rid?" Normally, a fairy godmother would do stuff to make like her life better, but instead, she's like, "Let's make all of these people that used to be your friends' lives worse." And so it starts off like, like, oh yeah, this it's like a little montage, like, oh, oh, she's now bald. This
Hmm.
one's now got these crazy boils. You're like, oh yeah, this is terrible, and they're just laughing. And then like the next one, this mouse is big into gardening. He just gets fucking ate, just gets killed. This this bird likes honey sandwiches. Bear eats them. Uh, this one's a baker. The fucking pie blows up. And then like person's visiting, I'm assuming a relative, and turns into a zombie and eats them. Like it's like just straight up murdering these people. And then, at that point, then Gert gets her stuff taken away, and then Gert's trying to figure out what should she do, and it cuts to this. I'll read the line because it's kind of not, it'll show what's going on. She goes, "I'm pretty beat. I'd be lying if I said I didn't hope that something would come along and just tell me that this whole thing is." And then it cuts to Scotty Young, and he goes, "Over. Should I just be done?" So I have a feeling issue 49 will end this I Hate Fairyland and we'll get a new number one like we did last time sooner or later.
That first series ran to 50.
I don't know. I know it ran pretty high.
Hmm.
So yeah, I will give that a 7.5. It's very I Hate Fairyland. Just fun. Green Lantern issue 33 slash 600 for $6. Like not worth it unless you're just the biggest Jeremy Adams fan. Because I like Jeremy Adams, but he wrote two of the three stories in this. So it's like, come on. But the first stories, Jeremy Adams is Germanico, Kyle Rayner, or there's four stories. And four of them, three of them are by Jeremy Adams, and one's by
Okay.
Ron Mars. So yeah, it's Kyle Rayner in the city, and it's going through. Wait, there is not. Okay, so I Love LA is the first one, and
Oh,
it's him
I.
LI, and then it cuts to him telling his origin story, and that's part of the first one of him telling the origin story to the time traveler chick. And so it's not really, and then it cuts back to the LI story. So it's not really they're splitting hairs with that. But Wally shows up and talks to him for a little bit, and we get this. And like the story itself is like it's very much like AI is bad, which is like yeah, I don't like Allen Iverson either, but it's kind of weird that you're doing a whole story about this. And it's like yeah, you don't have the creativity. It's like it's kind of like being on Twitter when anyone mentions AI. It's like that's the type of what this story felt like. And it's like, yeah, we're reading comics. We agree with you. You don't like this. I don't really think this needs to be fucking beat us over the head with it because who's disagreeing?
Right. Well, I don't know. I think you'd be surprised.
Probably, but still, I mean, I it just didn't hit for me at all. Uh, then we get a Dan Jurgens, which Dan Jurgens is right up there with Ed McGuinness to me as a just a fucking comic book artist, you know? Um, like I will say sometimes his dudes all look the same. That's like the only downside, but yeah, it's just a quick little thing, a quick little history on Hal Jordan. And then the last one's a Ron Mars story with Daryl Banks on the art, which I loved.
Is
And
it a Rainer story?
who would have guessed? Yeah, this is like really Rayner heavy. Like all of them except like it was Rayner and Hal Jordan were all the stories, which is like, yeah, that's cool. But it would be kind of cool also to see the other ones, but whatever. Yeah, it's fine. I'm excited to see where it goes, but it's like it's not worth $6 at all. So I'm gonna go 6.5 out of 10. All right. Did you read? You didn't read Justice League Unlimited. Oh yeah, you did read that one
I
because you.
did.
Okay. But you did not read Minor Arcana, you goofball.
Yeah. Be
So
real
this
vague on that.
I will. This is by Jeff Lemire. It's issue 15. Yeah, so this is just a story of a different character that, it's kind of his backstory. And it goes throughout all this different stuff. I really like this one. I thought it was a really good issue. I'm interested to see because you like this series more than me, so I'm really interested in seeing what you think of it. I'm gonna go 8 out of 10.
Excellent.
And then Deadly Hands of Kunlun. Um, this is by Yifen Jiang and Paco Medina and Alessandro Maricolo on the art. Um, I feel like we've been kind of bait and switched with this because like I don't know about you, but I was like, oh yeah, Danny's gonna show up in this issue for sure. You know who wasn't in this issue at all?
Danny.
Yep. But I'm gonna spoil the ending for you because it's like you're gonna have the same opinion as I did, I think. I'll show the panel to you too. So like Davos is going to this spot and he's gonna try to get, break into this next thing, and it's like, oh no, he's there. And then he gets fucking wrecked. And you're like, you see the guy in green, you're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be Danny. And it's like, ha, you thought, you fucking nerds, it's Karnak, the Inhuman.
Why?
Because I think they're trying to get to the Inhuman world as like taking over all the different fucking realms and whatnot. But I'm just like, boy, what a fucking shitty twist.
Yeah.
It's like, who wanted this?
Only the writer.
Yeah. I like to think that one fucking Inhuman fan is like, oh boy. Let us know down below, guys. Are you the one Inhuman fan out there? Are you pumped for Karnak versus Davos?
Is it the showdown you've waited your entire life for?
Oh man. Oh, there he is. So yeah, it's probably a 6 for me, but it's fine. It's just like boy howdy, I could really use some Danny Rand right now, and they're like, Karnak it is. How funny would it have been if like the Iron Fist show, they're like building up to being like Danny Rand, and it's like, nah, this is fucking Karnak the whole time.
Yeah, the Karnak show.
All right, buddy, what order do you want to do these old bad boys in?
Death Fight, Justice League, Superman, crossover.
Sounds good to me.
Death Fight Forever, #2 by Andrew McLean and a bunch of other people. I
What'd you go for?
found
What?
myself
Oh,
very, very much not giving a shit anymore.
really?
Yeah, I mean, like the art's fun to look at, but I just don't care. I don't think I'm gonna go forward with it.
I mean, if I remember, because I don't think I asked you for this. I think you were just fucking doing your good job and was like, yep, Casey wants this one. And
I assumed you forgot.
yeah, 100%. Because again, it's Death Fight Forever. I'm not gonna. It's not Superman. I'm not that smart. But no, I actually really liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. The art's really, really fun. It does just feel like dumb action movies and, you know, silly video game stuff, which is 100% the goal. So, yeah, I liked it. Well, apparently a lot more than you too.
Yeah, it's just like I don't remember these people's names. I'm not gonna remember this book 30 seconds after I'm done reading it. It's just
Yeah,
not sticking with me.
I got you, man. So where you at with it though?
5.
Yeah, see, I liked it more than you. I'm gonna go with an 8.
All right.
Justice League Unlimited. This is by old Mark Wade with Clayton Henry on the art. What did you think, bud?
I thought it was pretty good, honestly. Um, they get to that point where they think, what's his name? Gridiron and Lava
Carpet.
Mouth. Yeah. All right, I think it's Girder actually is his name, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
But that whole thing I thought with them was pretty cool. Um, just like, hey, we wanted to help too. It's still our planet. But you don't even think of us as people.
Yeah.
Thought that was pretty good. Um, and then I don't know if I feel like Harley got to this really good point when James Tynion was in charge.
hmm
Now she's kind of going back the other way. So it's like, boy, I don't want to see Harley making like bat puns or whatever, which is probably what's going to happen.
I mean, I'm okay with a. I mean, boy, if you know me, you know I'm okay with a pun every now and again. It just depends on.
Hmm.
Like that's the worry with me. Like I like Mark Wade, but I wouldn't consider Mark Wade to be the funniest writer, which would make trying to make Harley Quinn funny kind of hurt, you know?
Yep, I
But
agree.
we'll see how that goes. I do think it's kind of funny that Clayton Henry very much you can tell modeled his captain off of Zachary Levi.
Hmm.
You can it's got strong Zachary Levi look going.
Yeah.
But
Also, I didn't know all the stuff with Monel, like why he was in the zone. I thought that was pretty interesting.
oh yeah, that was he got like because his race has the like instead of kryptonite they're allergic to lead and he got hit with lead like when he went to visit Clark when Clark was Superboy and then he got put in the Phantom Zone because of it and then somehow years later they get the cure for lead poisoning or whatever.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I liked it. The art's good. The I wish like because they're doing that. I don't remember in DCKO when they show them all like what they had to do. You know, like I don't remember them all seeing that what they needed to do and stuff. So it's like kind of being really vague about that here. And I'm like, should I have remembered
Who
this?
is they?
Well, because they're like, um, well, they talk about it. This it's like oh, there's a one part. It's part with like a glimpse of something the universe demanding we accomplish to somehow improve our odds in the next phase of combat. And like Hawkman's burning his wings, and like they're being vague about it. But
Oh,
it's like it's kind of like
yeah.
making you think like, oh yeah, we did see this shit earlier. But then I'm like, I don't remember ever seeing this stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know that we did.
Yeah. And then I also didn't like the part when Wonder Woman's trying to talk, Batman talks over, and then Wonder Woman's like, why would you do that? Then Batman's like, guy, guys, I think you and Captain have really are really fucking smart. I need your opinions. It's like, well, why fucking talk over her, you idiot?
Gotta get that last word in. Yeah, I'm interested in the this little villain arc that they're gonna do. I think it could be pretty fun.
Yeah. I now here's a question. Because it's like it seems like Mark is gonna have Lex go straight back to being just an evil douchebag again. Like that grin, you know. I mean, he's gonna be trying to do good things, but it's like the way Superman had it leave up until DCKO, it was like, you know, I felt like he could have gone a different route,
Hmm.
but now it's like, I don't know about this, you know. It just feels weird,
Yeah.
but it's like you also kind of knew it was gonna come that way sooner or later, no matter.
Yeah, I just feel like Williamson had some plans that didn't get to go
Yeah.
through. Yeah, I'm
Well, yeah,
probably
well,
probably like a 7.
that seems fair to me.
All right, and then we've got Superman 36 by Joshua Williamson and Dan Mora. I'm sure you didn't love this because you are anti-Prime, but I thought
Yeah.
this book was great. I
Do
really
you
did.
do you remember the guy he's fighting? I don't know. I know you weren't reading comics like when they were coming out when this guy was like a thing, but do you remember this fella?
No, I don't.
Okay. I don't remember if it was him or a different one, but I remember like vaguely he got because like I wasn't getting them when they were coming out like as much as I needed to. So there'd be different little things that happen. Like I think he was fighting somebody and he got punched and the helmet came off and he looked like Superman underneath. But I don't remember if it was him or if it was a different robot guy because I remember seeing him around the time when I was getting Walden comics.
Yeah, I have no idea about that.
But the art's really good.
Yeah, it's killer. Also really liked when Prime was training and Zatanna and Vixen and Huntress and all them are just kind of losing it over him and then
Yeah,
getting embarrassed when Lois shows up. That was funny.
yeah. I would like Huntress. I get, but the other three, I'm like, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying that they'd be that thirsty over him.
It's just a
Huntress,
throwaway joke.
I know. Huntress, though, it's like, yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Hmm.
She doesn't make good choices. But would you want him to be at your comic shop as a comic shop owner?
See, dude, I actually really like that part of this though, because that's kind
Yeah,
of like how it is. So I thought the inside of the shop looked great, and I like that he just wants to have an apartment and organize these books. I thought that was
yeah.
pretty cool. And I
I
think
will. s-
he's way like he's not near as, fourth wall breaky as he was before. Like this just felt like a regular comic featuring
Yeah,
him.
I will say though, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if you could afford an apartment, no matter how small it is, on a low man on the totem pole at a comic book shop
Yeah.
salary.
Yeah, definitely not. And then, I'm pretty interested in Manchester Black. I think
Yeah,
that'll
I
be fun.
wonder how he's back again.
Hmm. Yeah, it was good. He probably won't. I hope Dan Moore is on the whole arc just because, damn, it's so good.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm probably at a 9 for it. This is the one that was tied with Wonder Woman for me.
Oh, nice. I'm probably at an 8, maybe a 7.5. But now it's time for Superman and Spider-Man. You just want to take turns on each story?
Sure.
All right, so first story is Truth, Justice, and the Great Responsibility by Mark Waid and Jorge Jimenez on the art. Jorge Jimenez is really, really good. We get some,
Dude, the first splash page, Spider-Man looks so fucking cool.
right?
He did such a good job.
And then we get Doc Ock and Brainiac's, kind of just seducing him with evil. And then Superman and Spider-Man are doing a little bit of team up action. And I will say though, this is just like very much a throwaway. Superman is there, the two of them are about to take off and do superhero shit. Superman just fucking takes off his stuff and flies, and Spider-Man's struggling to keep up just to get, changed. And he thwips, but he's still, it's like, man, Superman must have been going slow because he was still changing when Superman took off. And
Hmm.
he's still right there thwipping away. Maybe he
Yep,
thwipped onto him. That's how he did it.
that's my guess. Because he does that at the end too.
Yeah. And so yeah, then there's like kryptonite in the air. It's fucking up Superman. Story wise, I thought it was fine. I mean, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I thought it was good. What'd you think?
For what we were gonna get out of it, I thought it was good.
Yeah, I will say that the part where Jorge Menez gives
Hmm.
us this
Oh,
awesome.
well, dude, I absolutely adore that yellow page at the end that he gives us of those two standing back to back.
Yeah.
I'd hold it up, but it won't show.
Yeah,
But
here I got it for
yeah,
our viewers.
like that should just be a print that you can buy.
Yeah. So,
So my point is like this was way better than what we got out of Batman and Deadpool, in my
yeah,
opinion.
I think overall this book is, but some of them there's one real bad story in my opinion that we'll get to next. Uh
Yep. So it's Lois Lane and Mary Jane, The World's Finest by Tom King and Jim Lee. Did not like it.
it was so fucking bad. So we get Batman, Spider or Superman and Spider-Man teaming up versus a Sentinel because classic mutants, and it turns out they're like, oh, maybe there's a mutant there, and it's like it's a lot of like basically internet arguments about Lois Lane and Mary Jane that would have happened like early 2000s of like how like it's like they haven't been these characters in for fucking ever.
Hmm.
Thomas King, what are you doing? And I'm also like, Jim Lee, why are you doing this when you have Hush 2 to draw?
I know.
And they're just like, this Sentinel's can't be destroyed unless it's getting hit with fucking Gambit's powers. It's like, oh, thank God Gambit's here. And like they try to explain like, there's a mutant on the bridge, and they're just like, oh, it's the fucking Cajun, okay.
Yeah. I
And I love
think,
how,
sorry.
oh no, it's like there's all this trash everywhere. Gambit could use any of that. And he's like, "Oh, I need some fucking cards.
Yeah.
Where are my cards?" And Lois is like, "Well, I have some. I guess I'm the hero." But
Yeah.
then you get this picture, so it kind of
Yep.
makes up for some of it.
That's what I was about to say. I'm like pretty lukewarm on the like some of the art does look rushed, but then you get to that page and it's like, ah, there's
Yeah.
Jim Lee.
Yep. But yeah, this one is like, I mean, I'm not even like, this is me as a, I mean, I am a Tom King hater, but I'm trying not to be one when I say this. But it's like you have Tom King and Jim Lee, and you give them. I know Tom had to have wanted this, but you give him the Lois Lane Mary Jane storyline, and it just fucking, it's so bad, so dumb.
Yep. It's just like there's a meme format now that's like, hi, Mary Jane from Spider-Man. Hello, Lois Lane from
Yeah.
Superman. That's kind of how the dialogue reads here.
Yep. Well, next up we have Pages. This is by Priest and Daniel Sampier on the art. This was fine. I'm assuming this one and then the Spider-Man 2099 one are gonna finish in the Spider-Man Superman story because it just kind of end with a cliffhanger. But you get Superman Prime hanging out with Black Suit Spider-Man, and they have to deal with the High Evolutionary. It was fine. Art's
This
good.
just didn't feel finished to me. I didn't
Yeah,
really like it.
yeah. It's one of those things where it's like this one and the next one both feel like we're gonna have to get the next story
Mhm.
in the next one.
And the next one being Superboy and Spider-Man 2099. That's written and drawn by Sean Murphy, who is just incredible.
Yep. I do have a
But
gripe with this one though.
mhm.
So fucking it's Superboy. So this would have been pre ever knowing Bruce Wayne. But he's like, "Hey, I can hear you, Bruce." And it's like how would he wouldn't know Bruce Wayne because he's, never been around him because he's Superboy here.
Mhm.
It doesn't make sense. The math isn't mathing, Sean. But otherwise, this is fine. This is like the priest story, though. It's just like, yeah, we're gonna have to see where this goes for the next one. We can't really say much about it.
Yeah. Oh, but next is my favorite of the whole book.
I was not expecting this fucking issue. Okay, so this is Jimmy Con Carnage by Matt Fraction and Steve Lieber on the art. It feels just like the Superman's pal at Jimmy Olsen, except for how it fucking ends.
Dude, I know the ending is so funny.
So he's looking for pictures of Spider-Man. Peter Parker's just a fucking weirdo. And he then goes down this alleyway. Carnage is there, and Jimmy goes to hit his watch, but the watch is needing a firmware update. So he's like, "Oh shit!" Gets a picture of Carnage right before he gets just murdered by old Carnage, and J. Jonah Jameson's very happy about it because they're saying Carnage is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So
I love that Jimmy dies thinking that he is too. He's just like,
yeah,
oh, red suit, like this is Spider-Man. Yeah,
so
very
yeah,
funny.
loved it. It was a great time. Not what I expected at all.
Mm-mm. Then we've got Jonathan Kent and Ben Parker in The Bridge by Jeff Lemire and Rafa Sandoval. It
It's
was
good.
all right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was kind of hoping for a little more father-son type of thing or like bonding over being the father of a superhero,
Yeah.
but it's whatever. It was a good 6 pages.
I'll say this though. I didn't think Uncle Ben would be such a hunk,
Hmm.
but it's like had to have been because he banged Aunt May.
It's true. Marissa Tomei.
Hell yeah. I was gonna go with Sam Raimi's whatever.
Oh, okay.
And then last, it's the last one, right?
Nope.
I think it is. Okay. Well, not the last one, but another one. Bias by Greg Rucka with Nicholas Scott's art. I like the art. It's J. Jonah Jameson and Lois Lane basically just going back and forth and like little things about it. I'm like, this is kind of dumb. Like Spider-Man just being in the rafters and no one notices him. It's like
Hmm.
you're in a bright red suit, but the story itself is kind of fun. Um, yeah, it, it's fine.
It was
What do you think?
fine, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of lame that Lois is like, "Oh, you don't like him because he wears a mask," and he's like, "Bingo!" It's like, okay, that's the only reason.
I mean, it is funny because it's like he's like, ah, what about the Fantastic Four, Wonder Woman, Captain America? It's like, well, one of those wears a mask, bud.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's whatever. It was fine.
Yeah.
And then we end on Power Girl and the Punisher and Blind Date by Gail Simone and Belen Ortega. This one I did like quite a bit. I thought this was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Like this is my okay, I'm gonna say this really quick just to give like pump this one up a little bit. This is the type of story you want in a crossover more than a fucking Lois Lane, J. Jonah Jameson, or a John and John Kent and Ben Parker story. Like it's like, yeah, no, this is two superheroes having fun, basically.
Yeah, beating up some bad guys and then probably banging.
Hell yeah.
At least that's what it alludes to.
And Paul's there too, everyone's favorite.
Yeah, everyone's favorite. But the art I thought was like really good in this.
Yeah, I like the art. I don't know any what other stuff has have they done, and I would also read it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the name a bunch. I couldn't tell you off the top of my
Yeah,
head, but that was just really good. It's like if Gail Simone gave us like more of this, I would absolutely read it.
more like more of her Power Girl for sure. Because like I probably wouldn't read her Punisher because it's like whatever. But Power
Well,
Girl's
no,
fun in
I meant
this.
mostly like the like this exactly. If
I
this was like, hey,
gotcha.
this is like 2 or 3 or 4 issues, I'd be like, yeah, I'm on board.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, overall though, like I said, I liked it a lot better than Batman Deadpool.
same here.
So it probably gets an 8 from me. The 2 points are knocked for the two stories I didn't really care for.
Yep, I'm probably gonna be at a 8.5. That fucking Tom King story is just so dumb, so dumb.
Yeah.
But hey, man, what are you excited about for next week?
Well, one is going to be on both of our lists, and that's Daredevil coming back. Pretty hyped for that. Um, Apart from that, I'm gonna go with hmm, probably Doctor Strange and Batman.
Right on. I'll say Godzilla, believe it or not. TMNT X's Godzilla, believe it or not. And JSA.
Cool.
So, Fantastic Four time. Let's just go with, well, you give me four characters. You were like, I wish this guy was my best friend instead of Casey.
Um, Probably I'm gonna go with Booster and Beetle both, just because we already know they know how to be BFFs, and I like those guys. Um, Probably Thor. Think he'd be a fun time. And hmm, I don't know, man. What about you?
I'm gonna go Hercules before he got sober.
Yeah.
Um, I'll say Gorilla Greg because fucking awesome.
Monkeys.
um, then I'll go with Detective Chimp.
Kind of a theme.
And then I don't know, maybe like fucking Monster Mala. No, no, I'll go with fucking what's the name? I always forget his name, but I love him. The gorilla detective. That's not Detective Chimp. The one that was in the Rogues
Oh,
book.
it's oh my gosh, what is his name? Sam Simeon.
Yeah, I'll go Sam Simeon. It's like one Greek god, a bunch of monkeys.
Oh my God. It's like the name of a fucking movie. That's so
A
funny.
fucking movie from the 90s.
That we both would have watched.
And then we find out like later, like years later, that one of the fucking monkeys ripped the face off the actress that's in the movie.
Yet. Anyway, my fourth one, I think I'll say Superman.
Cool.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
he'd
write that
save
down for
me.
the title.
Maybe he'd save me if like Detective Chimp, like someone flashes a flashlight in front of him, he freaks out, starts trying to rip my face off. He'd be like, Superman, save Casey. You know,
He's
I'm kind
like,
of sur
he's like, ooh, that's a lot of monkeys.
yeah, that's a little too much. Casey knew what he was getting himself into with all those monkeys.
Oh, shit. That's so
I'm kind of
funny.
surprised he didn't go with Jimmy Olsen
Yeah, well, I mean, there's like several that could be on the list.
or his sisters, Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yeah, or them.
That's canon, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's know down below, guys. Who would you want to be your best friends if it's not us?
Hmm. I know that's tough to think of, but
Yeah. Technically, though, because we're going comic books, but technically, you could still choose Jake
it's
because
true.
he was in a comic book one time.
Hmm.
I'm assuming just once. You could have been in more for all I know.
As far as I know, it's just the one time.
Yeah.
I was a ramen chef.
Hell yeah. Sexiest ramen chef I ever knew.
Thanks, man.
Let us know down below what other sexy chef jobs Jake could get.
Yeah.
And if it's Hooters girl, draw a picture for me.
All right. Well, hey guys, we'd love to stay and chat, but we have to get ready for our next crossover issue coming up, so we'll talk to you later. Bye.
What type of crossover are you going to do between the legs? Basketball. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Two Worlds Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at Two Worlds Pod, on Twitter at two_worlds_PC, and on Facebook at facebook.com/twoworldspodcast. You can email us with any questions or comments at twoworldspodcast@gmail.com, and if you would, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Two Worlds Podcast on YouTube.